Hi guys, welcome to today's video, and today I'm using a brand new stamp set by Gina Designs called Hello Beautiful. So I stamped all the elements of the stamp set. This is designed by Lisa, and I have stamped all the individual elements on some arches cold pressed water paper using some distress ink in antique linen. And this is my favorite style when it comes to no line coloring, and this is the combination I always work with. So here you can see that I'm painting all the leaves and flowers. I am using a very dilute color, and I love adding it this way. I'm using Dr. P.H. Martin's watercolor inks, and they are super pigmented and bright. So here you will see that I have moved to the flower and I'm adding a lot of shades. I use corals, reds, whatever I want to, and purple. So this is how a variation and a different tone of colors is created. I am not an expert. I have never learned watercoloring, and I've developed all these techniques on my own, and I'm not sure if this is the right way. All I do is I add a ton of water on the petals and then just drop a little color right there. It spreads on its own, and once it's a little dry, I come back with another color, or maybe a stronger color if it's the same one. So I'm painting all the flowers and leaves in a absolutely similar fashion. Now you can see that I'm adding a really dark orange on top of pink, and all the three layers, the pinks, purples and oranges, come up with a very different hue. So all my petals will look different, all the flowers will look different. They cannot be recreated, they cannot be exactly same. So just enjoy this watercoloring process and let the water do its job. Use good quality watercolors and they'll remain super bright, and you'll achieve that depth and dimension. So now again, coming back to the big orange flower, you can see that I'm adding another layer of water and color. At this point, the flower looks almost flat and not at all dimensional, but gradually you will see that all the petals are differentiated, and you can see a real depth and a dimension in this flower. So now adding some browns for this pollen flower centers and pollens, and now you can see that I'm coming back at the petals using a dark brown orangish brown color. So I'm just dropping the tiniest amount here and there, and you will see that the petals will start looking on top of each other. So just drop a very little darker color and blend it with water. So that's how a shadow is achieved, and the petals which you've colored earlier will have a beautiful highlight. So this moment is the turning point when you can really make a normal looking flower look very dimensional. So now you see this looks very different and beautiful as compared to the one, the smaller yellow. So I'll do similar technique on the yellow flowers as well. I'm adding some flicks of color in a different color, and that's a brighter orange, and it'll look beautiful and dimensional. So for this particular card, I'll be using two of the tiny flowers, lots of leaves and one big flower. So I used my sharp pair of scissors to cut all the things apart, and that was very easy. The shape is very simple. Now comes the mason jar. This is the hero of this stamp set and is so versatile, beautiful and just perfect. I love this. So all the stamp sets will be available soon, and I'm sure this is one of those must-have stamp sets. Now I'll be arranging. So here I moved to color the mason jar, and I'm using some pale blues, and I'll add lots of water on that and then just drop in my color. So a mason jar, it's a glass bottle, so has to be transparent, and this is how I achieved that look. It looks very beautiful. I just use my heat tool to dry it, and then I will move to the final arrangement. I always like to use a combination of foam adhesive as well as a wet glue. That gives me a very good dimensional card, and a lot of interest is created because That's how beautiful arrangement is basically done. It is not flat, and you need that dimension and few things to be tucked behind. So here you can see that I'm going to arrange all the flowers and leaves. So I always stamp extra leaves and do not compromise on that. So now we'll use a sentiment from the set, and this is a beautiful one. Used my VersaFine black onyx to stamp it, and this is how I finished the card. So to add a little glitter on the mason jar, I added some Nuvo glitter liquid pen. You can use a wink of Stella as well. So this is it, and I hope you enjoyed this card for today. And leave some comments and subscribe to my channel for more videos. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye bye.